Special ep of walk in the room.
Right.
The fucking look on your face was priceless. You look like you got the results back. Like you literally look like somebody said to you.
Yeah, no, I have AIDS. That's how I feel.
The look on your face was so much disappointment in me and so much disappointment in yourself for being involved with me that I was like, special ep of walk in the room.
And that was somehow different than my usual look. Like, that's how sad.
It seemed like because this is a special episode that it actually did have more. It was like we were all dressed up for this. Like we put our tuxedos on to introduce the show. And you were like, fuck, even on our special day?
This is a very special episode, and I don't know if you ever remember the special episode of Three's with the little Willis. What you doing, Willis?
Oh, what was that called?
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
There was special Different Strokes where they went downstairs, and Gordon Jump was the guy who invited them in to take pictures and had them take their tops off, and he took pictures of. They used to do weird sitcom shit in the back then. So they had them take their shirts off and he took pictures of them. It was like a child molestation show episode, a special child molestation episode. So that's what this is like. This episode of Walking.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. I never watched that one because for me, I preferred Webster. So I watched his show. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember the time that his mom miscarried and fell down the stairs.
Oh, hilarious. Great episode.
Alex Karras is the dad, the mom's out, and she literally screams and then falls down the same staircase that they had at the Bunker household.
Yeah. All in the family, she got raped. Oh, someone's here. This is a special episode with half 30 minutes with Patton Oswalt.
Half with Tall and Metal, and the second one with Classic American Gas Bag.
So it's Patton Oswalt and Brian Posehn back to back. We taped it a while ago and we're throwing it up now.
Let her done! Here we go. It's going. It's rolling. Tape is rolling and action. Clap for me.
This is part of the special Walking the Room bonus.
Our fucking character work is so good.
Isn't it good?
It's like, people listen to this and are like, is this the F-Pod Tomcast?
Yeah.
Or the Super Ego? Which one of those fucking genius sketch shows is this?
It's true.
Oh, it's neither. It's shitty and sad.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be this week?
I'll be shitty.
I'll be sad. Joining us is Happy. You are fucking happy, man.
What?
Posehn, when I met you, you were like fucking, there was a lot of like, dude, don't. It's not cool. We had a lot of it's not cool moments. There were a lot of times where I would say things.
Well, I had a lot of rules back then.
You had a lot of rules.
Yeah, I made a lot of rules.
Yeah, but I have to be honest.
Bands you could or couldn't make fun of.
Right. You had some serious shit. These were like your friends when you were growing up. Suicidal Tendencies, I recall, was one of them. Henry Rollins, another.
Yeah. Couldn't make fun of Primus.
Couldn't make
I want to kill you.
I still agree with that. Don't make fun of Primus.
Brown beaver.
That's not how they sound.
And we're driving in a car down the 5.
Yeah.
But I was an agitator. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I have my part in that. Remember when we used to go, when Goodfield and I would sing the Pearl Jam song?
Kind of did. Yeah.
remember you.
Remember we would say, he unleashed a lion. That's the line. He unleashed a lion. That's what Eddie Vedder would say in the song. And then when Goodfield would go to the bathroom or be ready to go to the bathroom, he'd go, where are you going, Goodfield? How is it in there? I unleashed a Brian. Like, that's how juvenile guys in their 30s were. We were in our 30s saying, I just unleashed a Brian, meaning I just took a shit.
No, but
late 20s.
The best thing was when
you were late 20s.
I think
I was early 50s.
The best thing I think is when you said, I think it was you that said Pearl Jam or The Journey of today. You got totally mad.
I also used to sing. I
really only like those first 2 Pearl Jam records. But if you, in '93 or '94, if you were talking shit about Pearl Jam, or maybe '93,
I would also do a lispy version of Temple of the Dog. Remember, freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete for no reason. For no reason.
That's not Temple of the Dog. That's Pearl Jam.
Oh, that is Pearl Jam. That's right. That's right.
Anyway.
That's right. Yeah, we would fucking just to fucking like, but we spent hours together.
Yes.
Here's one of my favorite stories.
Well, that was always the thing when I got picked on is kids would just know what buttons to push, and I'd go crazy. I was like,
but Brian,
I'd get mad.
The reason they know is
that kid spasm.
Right. But the reason people knew what buttons were is you present them to them in a box.
No, I know. That's how I was in my 20s. Yeah. Like I hadn't figured it out yet.
All you have to do is say one thing to Brian, like having a coffee, and you'd say something like, I don't know if I'll Pearl Jam. And you'd be like, oh, dude. And he'd shake his head, and you're like, well, Pearl Jam's a button, so I'll write that down. Pearl Jam. And I like those things. The other things you're retarded about is I like that stuff almost as much as you, but just not to the point of
we'd be listening to Queensryche records at your house while you're making fun of me about other shit. Yeah.
Totally. We went metal. We did some metal for a while. But I also always liked a lot of like really pop stuff, and you were like, dude, you are gay.
But you're saying now I'm not like I'm not.
Now you're not. Now you're like when I run into you most days. I mean, you're still you, but you don't seem to be as easily. You're not in that place. I'm also not a child anymore, and I don't need to make funny to make myself feel better. Right? Yeah. Dave hasn't, though. That's the kind of beauty of him. This is the same guy that I met standing out in front of the fucking Holy City Zoo, except he's not wearing white jeans.
He's changed since he became a dad.
Yeah, he has.
No, not since I became a dad.
No, really?
No,
before when you got married?
Yeah, since I became a dad, I'm just tired all the time. So I just don't really have the energy like I used to.
You'll get it back. It'll get normal.
Really? When? Jesus fucking Christ!
It gets normal because they go to school and shit.
Holy fuck! It's like a house is just a rotating virus chamber. Someone's always fucking sick. He's sick, and my wife's sick, and then I'm sick. It's like fucking unbelievable. It's like we're in some sort of test to see if we can make it until he's 4.
Dude, the test of a real marriage is if you can both have shit in your pants while your baby has shit in their pants, while everyone's passing a virus like a centipede. It's just fucking
a human centipede.
It's just a human centipede, a virus going through the three of you. Hey, whose shitty pants are these on the floor? Could be any one of the three of us because we all have fucking malaria.
You got to be positive. You got to look at like how he's almost 2 and you haven't killed him yet. Like you got to look at it the good side. Yeah,
I don't plan on killing him. He's going to kill me.
No, you know what I mean. I don't mean killing him, but like him dying by your negligence or whatever. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like in that first year,
he's great now because like he knows how to make me coffee.
Right.
He knows how to fry up sausages in the morning.
He fucked up your taxes, something royal.
Yeah, he did fuck up my taxes, but he's really good with like the kitchen.
But he still does like some daredevil stuff, right? Some stuff, like where if he goes off the wrong side of the couch, you're pushing him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, right?
Here's the beauty of daughters, too. Here's the beauty of daughters, though. There's a lot of I can step back from this. That's a girl thing. Like, there's certain things you have to do with your kids for a long period of time, but you can shower with him for a long time. You'll bathe him and stuff. You'll have to bathe you have to bathe your kids longer than I will have to because I can just step out and go.
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking hippie. I'm not going to take a goddamn shower with my kid.
Yeah, you say that.
Hey, Finn, come on, man. Let's go get in the pond in the front yard, man. Let's wash it down.
A hobo tang. What about a nice hobo tang fountain shower? Right? Everybody gets out there. They get out there and fucking do it.
They'd fucking use a shower. I'm surprised they don't live near a hot springs.
Yeah.
Going down to the hot springs to get
go down to the beach and use their showers. Shit. Yeah.
Human soup. That's what a fucking hot spring is.
Dude, I'm with you on that.
Human soup.
It's all human soup.
But at some point it becomes chili.
Oh, my God. Oh, you are listening to Walking the Room. Walking the Room! How come you don't have a podcast? Are you going to have one? Everyone has one.
He's too lazy.
He doesn't need one. He has 100,000. He doesn't need it. His fans already like him and go to his shows.
I can tell you right now, Brian's like, should I do a podcast? Nah, I'm going to smoke pot and listen to this record. Oh, man, I got comic books to read. Right?
What's wrong with that, though?
That's what happens in his brain when he thinks about it.
No, honestly, I've got so much other shit on my plate, and I'm
you mean like paying
exhausted.
Stuff?
Yeah,
paying stuff.
No, you're on the road all the time.
All the time, and I'm doing writing things, and I've talked about it. What I want to do is I'm going to maybe do one with Jerry. Jerry and I just, it's funny that you ask.
A couple of nerds.
Because we've only been talking about it the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. I still want it to be like me. I want it to be kind of how like Nerdist is Chris's thing, but he's got the other guys that kind of have like minds and chime in.
Right.
You know, as opposed to doing.
So what you're saying right now to Jerry, you're already saying to Jerry, don't talk so much. You're saying I want Jerry to do
I
it,
mean,
but
when I brought him in, it was my idea. It was my idea going, hey, I want to do this. Do you want to also help out?
Got it.
And we'll talk about
Jerry'd be good, but I would like it if you would explore Jerry's constant fear of catastrophe.
yeah. No, well, it'll definitely be stuff like that.
But will it be thematic?
My end of the world obsessions, and
Will it be comic book?
Yeah, I think it would be everything that I like.
Yeah.
I wanted to call it like shit I love, and then he was like, no, because then you have to do what Marin did and have an asterisk, and if you use like any language or
Well, we use. I mean,
if you call it in the name, in the title, if I called it shit I love, with Brian Posehn,
right?
Then you couldn't say shit.
What about
ish I love and
cunt block? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Is that a fair name?
Same thing. But I talk about doing that, of talking about everything I like, and then doing like what you guys do and playing a song at the end of the episode that people might not have been exposed to otherwise, or
So you talk about pussy.
That's what fucking Dave and I like, man.
That's what I love.
This was originally called Pussycast.
Yeah.
But then we remember we had wives.
It's just about my wife's pussy.
Yeah.
I just described my wife's pussy
over and over again.
People love it.
Did I ever tell you? I've told this story before on stage, but the time I dropped this guy off, I was driving a friend home, a friend of a friend, so like a guy I don't even know that well. And you know how like dudes want to let you know what kind of dude they are?
Yeah, no,
I'm taking him to his house. I'm taking this guy to his fucking home.
Yeah.
And I don't know him. And he goes, hey, dude, in a few minutes, I'm going to be knee-deep in blonde pussy. And I'd, like, already seen his wife, and she wasn't that hot. And I'm like, knee-deep in blonde pussy? Like, you're bragging about fucking the lady that lays in your bed?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're going to be knee-deep, dude, you know what I say? You're doing it wrong. Or right. Maybe that's the way she likes it. Maybe she likes to go fucking calf deep. Bring it in. But, I mean, like...
He used to call her his shoe.
Yeah.
Right? What's up, boot? Slip it in. Who's a fisherman? Blarp. That's the sound it makes. Blarp.
Foot cunt.
Well, so when do you think...
Would you talk about so then would you have guests? Because eventually you
I don't know. I mean, I might not even do it because it's like I don't know what the end game is. Why I'm trying to do it.
Dave made the best explanation for this ever, which has sort of been our thing, which is like it's for the people that like you. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no, if you're trying to monetize it, if you're trying to like
no,
Marin
it wasn't like that. It was
Marin
more
hit
like
lightning in a bottle, but there are people that that like you enough. They don't want to fucking wait a year and a half for your record to come out or for you to get there if you're not on some other delivery system like TV or the radio every day. And they'll be stoked. And also, you're constantly changing. So it's like your stand-up stories are pretty much the same as you go around for a year. Right. It's the same thing. But this is you week to week. I think people dig that. And it's just for those people. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many they are. But those people become, like our people, fucked up people who need to get real lives, who you fall in love with because they fucking like you back. I mean, when they're listening to our show, when they're listening to your show, they probably have great lives. We're kind of the end of sadness,
I've definitely got
right?
some of those people online where just because of over the years staying in contact with certain people.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got a pretty good presence there. But yeah, it would help. I mean,
I feel like your people on Twitter are the people who have attacked me the most.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah.
When I told people to follow you?
Yeah, and then I think some of them were like, "What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ! You're only funner when you live tweet the event or something." Like there were people that would get mad at me, and then I would go and see they were following you, and I'd be like, "Those are his." You have a little bit of a more hardcore group of
and they're
intolerant.
Yeah, they can be complainy.
Are they complainy?
That's why sometimes I don't post as much as some of our friends. Like Patton does several jokes a day, and I don't do that because then I hate reading what people say. Maybe I could just.
Do you know that fucking Jen Kirkman's fucking husband was like, you cannot read your ads.
He took it away. He took away Jen Kirkman's password, so she could only look at Twitter when he was with her.
Yeah, and that she could tweet, but she couldn't look at her ads.
He would look at the ads, and then he would tell her if it was like one she could read. Yeah. She's fighting with people all the time on Twitter.
I don't fight with people, but it still irritates me. Like they'll get in, and I won't let them know it. Mad. I won't let them know it. Instead, now I can't get work done. In my office because I'm mad at some fucking juvenile thing somebody said.
Because someone threw metamorph. Oh fuck.
What I like
dirt clods. But what
I like,
damn it, I don't have words.
What I like though is like I have to say, I mean, to be honest with you, that's not my game. I don't fight with people. I don't engage with them, but I don't mind reading it. And it is fun to read. Like, I will read. Like, where's Kirkman going now? And I fucking enjoy it.
Well, I love reading other people get into it, but I don't want to get into it.
When Dave goes on a tear, I'm like, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of this.
No,
I don't even know if I agree. But it's fucking entertaining.
You know what it's like?
I do it rarely now.
You know what it's like? You know when you're in public and you're really mad, like say you're at a Starbucks or you're in a movie theater line and shit's taking forever because there's some fucking retarded teenager or somebody or whatever and they're taking forever. And you're frustrated and you're already like pacing and you're losing your shit, and then somebody else fucking loses their mind in front of you.
Yeah.
You just feel such relief.
Yes.
I always like if I don't have to be the fucking asshole. I can just enjoy this.
I was in line.
My whole life I've looked for those moments
and also
wanted to be angry.
You also find out
embrace the fucking anger and lived off of it. And
you also see what it looks like though too.
Oh, I'm horrible. I'm an ugly
but when you see someone else do it, you go,
oh
my god, I just almost became the biggest bitch in this bank.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember we were in a bank and a dude goes,
great when somebody else does it.
A dude just goes, bullshit! Bullshit! Does anyone out there know how to count? And when he went just a little bit too far, and I was like, I was feeling all that, but I'm fucking glad I didn't say it because this guy did, and now he looks like a dick. Like he went too far. Yeah. It wasn't like the Clash fucking on our side. Right. He was like, oh dude, you're a bitchy guy, and fuck, it's just the bank. And now we have cell phones. Like, fucking look at some shit.
I had a thing.
Play Angry Birds.
I had a thing yesterday where I was driving down the street, and not very wide streets. So if you're gonna stop, you stop on the side so people can pull by you. So there's like a guy in this guy's driveway, so he just pulled up and stopped in the middle of the road, and I was like sitting there waiting. Guy wasn't moving out of his driveway, and literally like 4 minutes go by, Finn starts crying, and so I honk my horn. And he like leans out and it like waves me off, and I'm like, no dude, I gotta go. You're in the middle of the road, and I honk my horn, and then I lay on it, and then they finally move, and literally it takes like 7 minutes, and then the dude pulls into his driveway, gets out and goes, you're a fucking asshole! And I was like, just move out. I was telling you to move aside. Move your fucking car. And then you look like the dick because that guy's being an inconsiderate asshole.
I got agitated while you were telling the story. I mean, partly because you were talking, but also because I'm kidding.
No, it's not nice.
No, it was a joke.
Well,
we do what we do. Have you listened to the show?
I want you to write a letter on Facebook.
Oh my god,
public letter.
Oh my god,
a public
letter. Can I?
Of apology.
I will.
Yes.
I will, but only when this airs. So in a couple of months. So it is on Twitter. It's that same thing of like watching people go down in flames or have these wars where you're like, oh my god, I'm so glad it's not me.
Yeah.
And yet also the small pleasure in like, I really because
see how far they'll take it and just how mean and personal. And,
but sometimes there are people where like someone will say something to them and I'm like, like especially when a bigger celebrity engages, I'm like, dude, fucking. You shouldn't even be on this. Well, there's a level I think sometimes where you're like, look, you're up at the look. To me, this is exactly Twitter is a ladder. I'm sorry, but it's a ladder to get to where you're going, and hopefully you've connected. But then hopefully, I even think the people that follow you kind of they're trying to shove you into a place where they can just watch you and not have to. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to help you get to a place where you're working, so then we can all, and then you don't have to engage down below. But like when a star goes nuts, you're like, why are you?
Yeah.
Going after this fucking guy who lives in
talking about Bob Barker, right?
No. Does Bob Barker engage? I'd love if Bob Barker was on there just fucking fighting
like you were saying about me kind of changing, I think the fact that I don't let people see the buttons anymore.
Right. But do you still seek it out? Do you Google yourself? Do you read your reviews? Do you go on iTunes?
Yeah, and then I'll go back to my therapist, or my wife will have to talk me down, and and because then I can't get work done because of somebody said something about me. That. Yeah, brick wall comedian, or not as funny as Patton, and least prolific guy.
What's a brick wall comedian?
Just shit that like gets in there that you know.
But what is that? How's that a put down? That means you're just.
Well, it wasn't, but it's still, like one of the criticism,
like as opposed to
in the alternative world that I don't fit in with Paul F. and guys like that because I'm too mainstream and
working.
Yeah.
You're a guy who works a lot.
But
I love all those guys.
I do too,
but the alternative
people, I never tried to be part of that world, and then
and we were all.
I was rejected by a lot of those people, for those reasons, and and then they still like I'll be reading some fucking The Onion, the online, the AV Club, and there'll be criticisms there, and it's always that kind of thing of that I
but
don't
they're
fit
just
into
talking
their,
to each other,
yeah,
and the weird thing is,
I know,
that's the
but-
crust of the pie. It's not the pie.
No, it's one.
And the other thing is, when you go to a comedy club, and I even know this is true, and
the stuff that my real fans write about me is so fucking sweet most of the time, and so great.
Yes,
you
and
know?
that's the other thing. Like the other thing about doing a podcast is that's for that particular, like the people that like for the most part, like we have it is an embarrassment of riches on our iTunes thing. I don't even go look at it anymore. It's 100 and some odd whatever. Only compliments. Some of them are written poetically in this, like what a hate fest this thing is, but they're all 5 stars. But it's just the people that like us, and that's who listen. And the people that don't try it once,
Yeah, but
and then
you
they
don't go
burn
out of your way. Whereas you might run into your comedy at some point and not like it. People don't go out of their way and run into your podcast. Like, you have to download it. And
Right.
listen to
Yeah,
You have to get involved in it.
They're
Yeah,
seeking it out because they like you.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
true.
And the other thing
Yeah.
is, when you go to the club, when that fucking room is filled up, those are the people that like you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether they fucking write shit. A lot of times those people don't. Those people all have fucking lives and have seen you a couple times.
Oh
or
well,
own
once
something
you're
yours.
drawing like that, but but when you're still doing.
But I'm saying,
regular
I'm saying that
club
shit is
work.
irrelevant. Like all of that shit is just like the fucking police. It's a ghost in the machine. Like it's just
No,
they're
I mean, I
anonymous,
stopped
headless.
going to a special thing. I have done better. That I know certain things I just shouldn't look at because
Yeah.
then I'll be mad for 2 days and won't get me any further in my career because I won't be working on the other shit that I have to be.
But
thinking
there's
of.
some fucking
So instead,
to
I'll
Charlie Sheen.
That's how I
There's some
feel
fucking
about
warlock
getting
or
high to
troll.
get numb and forget about this shit and you know just move on and
That's why I don't pay my credit card bills anymore. It just bummed me out. Like, oh, I owe you money.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, that just, I don't want to be sad. And when the guys collecting call me, I go, look, man, I don't want to be sad.
Yeah.
You're making me sad and mad and stuff. And so can you accept that? It's
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And then they say no.
You just check out, man, because your therapist told you, don't engage with shit that makes you unpleasant.
Right.
I mean, otherwise you're seeking it out.
Right.
You're going to find when you open that bill, that's a boo-hoo, right? That feels bad.
Sad.
Don't do it.
Sad time.
Throw it away.
Exactly.
Burn it.
Happy time.
Set it on fire.
Yeah.
And then eat something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you have to work out, that's hard. It hurts.
Don't
do
working
it.
out.
Don't do it, dude.
Daddy
It's
liked
a bad
titties.
choice.
Daddy
Yeah.
liked titties.
Yeah. We all like titties.
What? You working out?
no, but I'm trying to eat.
You always say you're gonna.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to eat better and all
What's
that.
eat
I'm
better?
eat less crap. I'm definitely eating better.
You are?
Yeah. Not the fast food shit that you used to know me.
Yeah.
But you know what I do? Now I like the trucks, which isn't any better for you.
The fancy
I'm
food
not going to
trucks
Del
all over
Taco,
LA.
but I'm fucking following the Koji or the
Yeah,
I've never
Koji.
done one. I've
or
never
the Grill 'em
done,
All truck. Or
I've never
you
been to
know.
one of those.
I love some of that
Not
shit.
once.
This Koji's good, right?
Koji's good. Don Chow is really good. They
Yeah.
do kind of a Chinese take
And
on
do they get
tacos.
near your
It's
house?
not Don Chow. Mm-hmm. You said it wrong. Don Chow! Right?
You idiot.
Oh my God.
Is that not how it's
Yeah.
said?
I don't understand what just happened.
Gong!
Yeah, that's
Don Chow! You don't say Don Chow. It's a fucking. You gotta bring it. You gotta hit that shit. Hit it!
Fucking.
Koji!
You put a Rickles on that, buddy. You put a fucking straight up Rickles on that. You brought it with some old school.
We just lost our Chinese listeners.
Oh my God.
We have a bunch. We have like 80.
In China?
Yeah,
That's
plug
right.
it in.
Yeah, I know. I know, dude. They fucking
They're
love us
all
there.
up in this shit. We got like 5 in Indonesia.
How are we doing in Egypt?
I don't know. I haven't checked Egypt. Last time I checked Egypt, we didn't have any followers. But now that they've had a revolution,
Yeah, it's time to listen.
yeah.
What happened?
They had a revolution just to listen to Walking the Room.
I hear that people in Libya seek solace in ours. They're like,
Yeah.
well, it's not that bad here. Gaddafi's dumping some shit
Well,
on
this
them. They're
is
like,
like-
walking the room.
This is like marinating in, for them, this is like marinating in joy and just pure beauty.
Are you going to be in any movies? Are you going to be in movies? Do you have any movies coming out? Are you going to be in a movie?
Yeah.
How come you're not in a movie? Why weren't you in The Hangover? I don't understand. Why aren't you in movies? More movies.
You should be having that conversation with somebody else. But yeah, that's. I actually things are going good. I have a thing that I'm
Excited about?
yeah.
That you can't talk about?
Yeah,
Is it
not
something
really.
that you created?
No. I got a part finally in one of those comedies that
One
I
of those
always
kind of comedies.
that I always go, why the fuck don't I get to
Yeah.
at least
All right,
audition
can you take
for
Dave
these parts?
with you? Can you take
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
with you to do some acting? Because Dave's good. Oh, fuck, I can't even do
And I
it.
just did an indie thing a while back, that a Canadian thing with one of the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. Was that good?
Yeah, And but things are. I'm actually, like we talked last year. I'm in a totally different place.
Better place.
Yeah. Work's coming together.
Not. I'm in the same shitty place.
Yeah, and I listened to it. And I listened to you guys 3 weeks ago, and I wrote, online, a joke about it. But I also wanted to tell you guys that you just fucking shut up and just try. Just keep trying,
We have been.
That's my thing.
We got a lot of letters.
I had to say that to myself, just in the last year.
Well, the other thing is
dude, what else are you gonna do? Like when I came back from Grand Rapids and I'm like, I don't want to do stand up anymore. Well, that's all you have, really. Yeah. You have a couple other things, but none of those are for sure. Stand up is really the only for sure thing I have.
Yes.
Unless I get an acting job. None of that's for sure. But this is. If I want to work, I can continue to work, but I also got to stay funny and I got to stay on top. I got to stay on top of myself, and I wasn't. I was totally complacent. Was just doing the same act, and you could tell that I wasn't having fun, and that was like that. And it was awful. This last show in Grand Rapids where I lost it on people and I left early, and I blamed them, and then I went, no, it was all you, and it's been coming. You created this thing. You created this hole for yourself. And
it's kind of true. I mean, it's true. And definitely, like, we've gotten a few letters like that. And also, the thing is, like, Dave and I also have things that we have in the works that we don't talk about because we're like, if we mention it here, and then that doesn't happen, it's fucking logged.
No, I know. That's why I don't want to say this thing out loud because the deal isn't even done yet.
Right. But it's hard.
There's shit that,
There are days, like I think Dave and I had this, we had this run where Dave would come over and go, you know what just happened to me? I'm like, fuck, do you want to know what just happened to me? And you're like, how could this keep happening? It just is show business.
I just lost a pilot from a while back from one of our friends where I was going to work with one of our friends and it was going to be a fun fucking thing. And it went away for like the dumbest reason.
Yeah.
And it set me back for a month or two.
Yeah.
Where I got negative again, and
Now that's I think why
my wife has to go. I thought you weren't doing this anymore, because I had gotten good at like when Sarah got canceled. I took Sarah getting canceled so well, and when Steel Panther, when I worked for 8 years to get a Steel Panther pilot going, and finally did it for Comedy Central, and then they just went nope, and didn't give us good reasons, and didn't give us another chance. Like, I think we could have made it funnier. And anyway.
Yeah, right.
That I didn't get that upset about. Like, that I walked away from, 8 years of my fucking life trying to get something going with these guys. Yeah. And then getting it finally everybody go, no. And then I finally went, oh, okay. Rebounded from that really quickly. But it was this dumb little thing around October that, like, fucking set me up,
Yeah. It can
in
happen.
a fucking shame spiral and for months.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one thing that's the other reason that we do this is like, we know we have this every week to do. There are people that enjoy it. It has it has its place, and it's done, like I, mentioned last week, fucking dudes came dressed clown from the neck down to a show. I mean, so, you're connecting on some level and you're doing something that's of value, but there's just days where, that of value thing's not going to pay my mortgage.
Right.
I mean, it's cool. I'm going to tell the bank, you guys, hang on, look, we're going to have your money. You don't understand. Guys are dressing up in clown outfits. And I sold 80 tickets the other night. So here's the deal, bro. It's in the works. You're just going to have to hang with me.
I had somebody fucking save me recently. Like, it was one of those things where if something doesn't happen, I'm going to have to tell my wife how fucked we are. And then a job just came because it wasn't like, I wasn't like putting it out into the universe, but it was at a certain point of me going, oh God, oh God, oh God. And
Please.
And then days later, this thing, and it was like a cash job.
But it's amazing.
Where it's
before you have wife,
you'll get paid immediately after doing this thing, and it was what I needed, and it fucking filled that hole. And then I don't have to worry for a couple of months.
But the stupidity of it is, like when we all started, you could literally live on the dirt in your shoe.
Right.
I never cared how much money I had. I wasn't like a money guy. I didn't give a shit. I fucking was like, you don't care. These blankets work. It's a newspaper. All right, Hoover. So then you get a fucking fin. Then when other people are involved, and then the weird thing is, I'm not getting any trips from my wife, and she's positive, and she's doing the best she can. And she sold the script this year, and blah 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 blah. Still doesn't pay her rent, but she's not tripping. I'm fucking staring at through the ceiling in the middle of the night, going, "Fuck, how does it all work out? How does it all work out?" But
that's part of like why I really identified with that, like hearing that feeling or hearing you guys telling those stories. And it wasn't even what you were saying. It was just like in your voices, I could feel what I had been going through, you know what I mean, in the last year, and just how it gets. And then, you know, it's like we used to, because we all had like day jobs that we probably threatened. I don't know how you guys were in the 90s or whatever, but when behind doors, but you know, when things would be bad, I would always say to my ex-girlfriend and to Melanie of, I'm going back to the record store. You know what I mean? Like that. I've threatened for years when, you know, Mr. Show goes away and then I'm struggling and I'm taking jobs I don't want to take. You know, because I had highs. I've had all these great highs, you know, but then there's when Just Shoot Me ends and when Mr. Show ends and when those other things end and then I'm doing shit that I don't want to do and taking jobs just because I need to. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. But I can't even go back to a record store.
We're
like,
so old
record
now
stores don't exist.
but
that's
true.
My last day job is not a thing that people do for a living anymore.
No.
We're also so old that we don't have any applicable skills.
Right.
Hey, check it out. Listen, I'm mid-40s. I'm funny. I can talk a lot. What do you got for me?
Listen.
In 95, I could have gone back up north and maybe managed a record store and turned it around. But now it's not like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, no. I still have El Cholo's phone number where I catered, and I still got it. I can call him whenever I need and go, hey, I used to work here.
Are they still in business?
And they'll be like, El Cholo, yeah, El Cholo's still in business. But and I say that all the time because the thing about it is, it's not even the fucking money. I just want to work.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, you feel like you know.
Yeah, you do.
Especially when you have other human beings that need you to work.
That's what that when I was in New York, I was like a catering supervisor or so, blah blah blah, and the saying was always, "Don't throw out your tux."
Yes.
Catering tux, because people would be like, "I'm fucking out of here, man. Good working with you guys. You want my tux?" Like they would always throw it away, and then 6 months later, "Hey man, what's up? Yeah, you know, it didn't really work out." So I had my catering tux.
You got a tux that fits me?
I had my catering tux for years.
Right.
And then I finally tossed it out. I'm like, catering tux, you're gone. I might need
let's
that
get him
catering
on.
tux.
Let's get him on. Let's do the show, the catering tux. Let's do it. Brian Posehn,
Special edition.
I love it.
Thanks for having me, man. It was fun.
Dude, I'll fucking tell you when it's fun.
Wow.
What was that all about? Boom, there it is.
Way to go, Greg.
Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. There it is,
funniest
Dave.
minute in the history of the show, not recorded because
Because I think there's a fact because you weren't talking, so guaranteed it was the funniest minute of the show.
No, I
just
pretty much-
me and Patton.
I pretty much got in the fucking car and drove that bit
I think
around, and you fucking
drove-
assholes were,
what did you
were
do?
dragging from the back. Yeah, I saw a Fast.
Oh,
Fast,
somebody thinks.
Fast
Did you
and
see
Furious
Fast 5
today? Yeah,
Was it good?
A lot
I
of
made a ton of money.
a lot of that.
Question for you both.
Lot of
Question
that.
for you both. Question for you both.
Okay.
The two gun thing. Now,
What are two
the
gun?
two guns in the movies. The two guns in the movies. That's
Oh,
it. And now,
Wait, what?
When I met Patton in San Francisco, like I didn't know about John Woo or any of this shit, and I learned a lot of it. from Patton.
Yeah. I knew about that. From Patton.
So the two guns in movies, meaning that sort of like let's fire the two guns at once, which is almost impossible because of the kickback, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that a Woo thing?
Well, John Woo is the first guy that made it look really great. Yeah, I mean that
Right?
became.
I mean, they
his
used
thing.
to do that in the westerns, but it was just straight ahead. Occasionally, that you'd have two guns, right?
They wouldn't do it. They would do it. He was the first guy that framed it correctly and made it look great.
Right.
Like I'm sure there were guys that did metal guitar moves, but they never framed it right on stage to make it look as great. And then it took.
It took on its own shape.
Yeah, they had to do the pose and go. It's like this.
So right, but so now there's a poster for fucking the new Pirates movie, right? The new Johnny Depp
Pirates of the Caribbean?
right? Two fucking muskets. Now, if you fucking fire both of them, you're out.
I know the whole point of a musket is
Right.
you have the backup. You don't just.
So he's firing both of them to the side. He's a fucking dead
He's
man.
shooting him
Like,
side.
literally-
He's shooting him on both sides.
He's shooting him like this.
Well,
yeah.
remember, he's
Both
fucked
sides, like,
already.
Jesus. He's
If
fucked.
you have people coming at you from both sides and you're shooting muskets at him, you're already fucking
You're
dead.
fucked.
You're
like
fucked.
it's ridiculous, but it is that kind of like it's almost like it's just it's a wooism, right? It's like
Yeah.
like when you see those two guns out there. what is that like? And they weren't doing that fucking back then.
No,
and then
no,
it's
no.
a musket. Like
No,
it
they
just
weren't.
and also
like
once,
that movie has just stopped being about pirates at all.
Well, also,
Yeah.
Greg,
Oh,
what
God,
else
yeah,
they
it never really was.
What else they weren't doing back then was raising ghost pirates. I mean, those two things. So if you're looking for historical accuracies,
Yeah.
or any accuracies of the film, they were actually not raising.
But I was just
the
asking,
dead.
because you're a bit of a film buff. You are too. Like I'm just wondering, like, is that just so retarded?
Those movies.
It's not that thing is hard. What's so frustrating is, and you've seen this happen. You'll see a movie, and there's a new cool thing in that movie, and they've made it work.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're jaded enough to watch it and go, oh, I'm gonna have to watch that for 20 more movies now. I'm gonna watch that wedged into movies. The Matrix kicking that. Remember the whole Matrix thing?
Yes.
And then that suddenly was in movies where there's no way that could exist.
It's in Limitless.
What?
There is a moment in Limitless where Bradley Cooper is in a subway and he realizes these guys are following him, and there's a lot of voiceovers. So the voiceover is like, and then I realized that I could just use every action movie I had ever seen, and then he's like beating guys up like with his memory, and I was like, this is so stupid. Like you're doing a Matrix scene from a guy taking a smart pill. Like it was just so fucking retarded. There was a moment. First time I ever had that moment was when someone gets cut in half by a quick moving cord or something,
Right.
and they get cut in half, and then they say a word. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
And then their body slides in half. And the first time I saw that, I was like, number one, no.
Yeah.
And number two, I'm going to see that so fucking much. And now you see it all the time. Guy gets cut in half.
Who was the first person to run from a fireball in a movie? Because someone must have started that scene, because I've seen that in 50 movies where people run from fire.
Is there a Dirty Harry that has that in that?
No.
Who was the
Maybe
first?
No.
There's no
You know what?
fire in
What if it was-
Indiana Jones, right?
No, what if it was Die Hard when he's jumping off the roof and the fire is exploding behind
that's
him?
pretty close.
That could
But
be
then
it.
after that, it was people they would look. There's an explosion coming, and then they would
Run.
turn. And
And
but
run
in
from
real
it.
life, it would be like you would half turn, and it would just engulf you.
Right.
And
No,
you'd be dead.
you would
Steel
you would
Magnolias.
turn and look at
Julia
it.
Roberts is coming out. Julia Roberts is coming out of the hair salon. Remember, she blows those bitches
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
hated them bitches.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was dying, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she's like, if I die, everybody dies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I die, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Boom. Then they cut that out because they just felt like it.
Same thing happened at the end of Mr. Pizza, except when she turned and looked at the explosion, and then all you heard her scream was, "Oh my God, my eyes!" And then she turned around, her eyes had been cooked and burned out of her fucking head.
Right.
I remember one night. I remember this so specifically. We went and saw this movie, Replacement Killers. It was me, Bob Odenkirk, Greg. You were there.
Yeah.
Because I remember this very clearly. Because before Replacement Killers, they showed a trailer for Con Air, which we all loved,
God.
and at the end, Greg just yelled out, "Man party!" which is exactly what it was. Like, it was so perfect, and the whole theater lost their minds, and we just called it Man party. Then they started to show the trailer for that movie Wild Things, which ended up. Remember the trailer?
Right, yeah.
So it's you, me, and Bob Odenkirk, and a couple of people, and we're sitting in the Cinerama Dome, and that starts up, and it's the Denise Richards, and she's wet and hot, and the other girl's wet and hot, and they're all making out. So us cynical film snobs are sitting there watching the going, "Oh, come on!"
Right.
And then, but in front of us are these two Hispanic teenagers.
Oh yeah, they don't care for
And
their
they're
attitude.
well, they're sitting there. We're not making any sound. We're just doing that quiet, like, I fucking believe this. This is the stupidest thing. Then the trailer ends, and the last shot of the trailer is just like the three of them just about to have the sloppiest three-way you've ever seen, and then they just says "Wild Things," and then one of the Hispanic teenagers looks at his friend and just goes, "Yeah." Which was like, and I was going, "Oh, I'm totally wrong. That movie's going to make so much money."
Do you remember the biggest laugh I've ever seen ever? The biggest laugh on anything in a comedy club anywhere. Man's Chinese, and I don't know what we went to see, and I know it was in a group,
Yeah.
and they showed the the Vampire Lestat movie. What was that called?
Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah.
Right.
Great name.
Everyone's watching.
Who doesn't want to see a long, drawn-out interview with a vampire?
Yes, especially when it's being conducted by fucking Christian Slater. So,
For the makers of Chat with a Werewolf.
oh my God, you don't want to see Skype with a zombie. So
Say something. Banging its head.
It's Zen, you idiot!
Why are we Skyping it? This wasn't my idea, asshole. I wanted to kill it.
How are you, brains?
Interview with the vampire.
So everyone's snickering at the snickering at the fucking at the trailer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then little Kristen Dunst goes, I want more. And the dude goes, yes! And that theater, I've never heard laughter. His timing was amazing. This one soul, he probably wasn't even a comedian. He was way down front. It was fucking just pure joy. Because it cut the tension of everyone was like, oh, it's Cruise and it's Pitt. And I guess this is supposed to be a big deal. This thing, it looks kind of terrible. And then when that guy fucking let the air out, people just howled. So there was a couple of things I wanted to ask. I'm going to talk about comedy a little bit. I don't know how you guys met. I remember just seeing you and meeting you outside the zoo, you and me.
Right.
But how did you two?
I sired him.
Is it right?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't even know what it means, to be honest.
We had some 50 fucking episodes, and now you mention this.
There was a very chubby waitress at a Cask and Cleaver in Lodi, and it's weird. She gestated so quickly.
Yeah.
It only took me 2 months to grow in her womb, and then boom, I just grew up so quickly.
You're in my Wikipedia thing. My Wikipedia thing, apparently whoever wrote it felt like this guy's got no comedy credibility. He lived with Cross. He was friends with Patton. It's not like friends with Patton. How about that, Barrett? That's the best I can do. He lived with Cross. I had a guy, I don't know where I saw this, somewhere online, I think I told you this before, that was so fucking furious that I lived with Cross. It'd be almost as though it'd be almost as though
I'm right here.
Leonard Cohen was friends with Rob Thomas. It's like this guy was like, I can't fucking why the fuck does that asshole get to live with Cross? Why would Cross live with that guy? Like this guy was just like a comedy nerd's the wrong word, whatever it is, but just like, but just real, like,
comedy
I'm like,
snob, basically.
Man, if that's what's upsetting you, dude,
you
got other shit to worry about.
You, except the fact that we all know each other for the most part.
Right.
There's people I'm friends with that, that we just all know each other. I just want to hang out with comedians.
Right.
That's what I want to do. That's the big plus for this career.
Yeah.
Is I hang out with comedians all day. So
we met at the Holy City Zoo.
Yeah.
When he came to town, we just met there.
And I also remembered, he was just, again, you were just in the scene. I remember I met Brian at that horrible Ocean Beach pizza.
Oh,
and I think you were there too, which the tragedy of the Ocean Beach pizza.
Oh, Jesus.
This guy loved comedians, would always put out free pizzas, made the worst pizza in the world.
Horrible.
And it was almost shocking. It was almost amazing. He messed up pizza.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think you could do.
Fucking believe
And he would leave 2 big pies out. These are starving comedians. I would eat maraschino cherries at a bar that I was working at just to have something to eat. Nobody would touch the stuff.
No.
Pizza!
That's fucked up. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's bad pizza.
That's fucking. I mean, people eat Domino's by the fucking truckload.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
and he was really.
Oh,
People still eating Domino's.
But if I was at a party and I was hungry and there's Domino's on the table, fuck, I'll eat it. It's pizza.
I don't know. A year ago, someone was having a party and they ran out of food and they ordered Domino's, and I went over and had a piece, and I was like, that's not even worth chewing.
I remember this goes back to my eating problem. You had a birthday party at a Shakey's. And it was a really fun party.
It was the tranny watching party.
And it was really fun. And then
the trannies walked that block, so I was like, let's have my birthday party.
And we were all facing the street. It was like this cool, we're like watching a Lars von Trier film for your movie, for your birthday. But they put this pizza out, and I just remember distinctly, it was not good.
Yeah.
And I was telling you I didn't think it was good. And then you just ate 3 pieces right in front of me. And I realized I'm just... right now, I'm just relaxing and watching it, so I just need something to do.
Yeah.
So I'm just eating because it's here.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
I'm not enjoying it. I'm not going, this is great pizza.
It's got some of the things, there's salt in it. There's some of the things that I like that are in this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep trying to repeat it to make it feel like it's no different than drugs. It's got to be like that first time we did blow. I'm going to just keep fucking putting it in my mouth.
I'll get this right. I'll nail it.
I used to go to Shakey's and eat their lunch buffet, and there's nothing in it. It's like you should just walk up and go, well, so how much of it can I eat before I die?
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible food. And I started eating it when I was 20, and it's still the same food. And so I had this soft spot for it.
It's comfort, nostalgia.
But it's fucking horrible.
But that pepperoni has a certain taste that I can almost bring it back. Like we have Shakey's a lot
wrong.
too.
And they have deep fried potato wedges.
Yes, those goddamn potato
Jesus
wedges.
fucking Christ, that
Yeah.
place. And the food's horrible.
Yeah.
I would eat
And
everything,
all
though. I'd
bad
sit
food.
there and eat until I almost died.
If you were having one of those things where like, well, for lunch you should eat about 450 calories. In Shakey's food, that's taking the top off a thermos and filling however much you can get in that thermos. That's all the Shakey's food you can eat before you've hit 450 calories. Putting it in a thermos cup. That's all the Shakey's food that'll fit in there. That's it.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, you've hit it. You've hit it.
Did your thinky nutritionist, whatever he is, tell you 450 calories is what you should be consuming for lunch?
I was just using it as a hypothetical. Like, let's say someone said you
That scared me.
like,
That's
let's
not
say
bad.
have
That's
that
not.
much.
But I mean, that's about right.
If you're mapping
Yeah,
out
but
for
then
the day,
what do you have for second lunch?
what do you have? What do you have for
depends.
walking back to your car?
My
lunch?
other stomach eats.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other stomach eats its own
Yeah, yeah.
thing. I have two
Well,
stomachs.
I had a hole made in my stomach, and so everything just kind of rolls out into my gut area. So I like to really go out.
And also, like the thing you're talking about. Now I understand, like when they caught John Dillinger, when they finally shot him, he was kind of fat and bloated because he was on the road and running, and it was all road food and eating whenever you can. So when I'm on the road, it's all I'm tense, I'm nervous, I'm sleep deprived, I'm dehydrated. So you just eat, and so there's no way to stay fit if I'm going to stay on the road.
Here's where I get fucked up on the road. I'm good all day. I'll fucking hit the gym. I'll run. I'll do all that shit. And then it will, if it goes well,
Post-show.
or if it goes shitty.
Post-show,
it's the
Barrett.
same
Yeah.
fucking
Food
thing.
run.
Up till 4, I've got movies, room service, whatever, and I'll fucking, because I either need something to come down from, maybe a whole pizza, or I need something to celebrate with, and I cannot, that fucking post-show energy, I fucking need to eat like a,
I just
like
do
a villain.
I just
Yeah.
do heroin.
well, yeah, and not even go on the road.
I just do heroin.
You don't even go on the road.
And I'll
Just
fuck
in your
a
house.
tranny whore. I mean,
You get nervous
Don't
about
eat.
not going on the road. And you'll just-
No, I'm talking about Wednesday nights at my place. in the garage. I'll go out in the garage and just get in the car.
Oh, and also, and I talked with someone else about this, a friend of mine. Airports. If I'm trying to stay healthy, in an airport, the healthy option in the airport is so dangerous and so dicey. The salads you can get in an airport clearly are going to give you food poisoning.
Yep.
You're going to be spraying feces. So you're like, and you look at the people that are making the food, and you just go, I better get something that has been frozen and then dropped in hot oil to make sure that everything has been killed on it.
But you want to
That's
know
the only
what?
thing safe to eat.
You know what David Beckham says when he's in an airport?
Well,
I wish I had never
I don't
heard
need
that.
to eat now.
What?
I don't need to eat now. I'll eat later. I'm not going to eat now. What? I'm not going to eat now. Just wait until there's good food.
Yeah, but he fucks Posh Spice. He's able to do without.
He put another
stuff.
baby up in that shit.
He's
He did
able
put
to,
another one up there, and I made her hat tip forward at the fucking wedding. The hat was all right on the front of her forehead.
dunk.
I mean, I like fashion, but what the fuck? What is that?
People got really mad at that princess's hat.
Yeah, they did. People got upset about hats.
Did you see how angry people were at a hat?
I'm not-
People were really mad at a hat, Patton. What's with that hat? She's like
I saw-
22. Lay off the fucking hat,
I was
girl.
following. People were tweeting about it really funny, but I just remember because I just gotten back off the road that day, the day before. I was like, I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. to watch this guy.
Why
like, I
would
just wanted
you?
to sleep. I
Who
didn't.
gives a shit? Did you? You did, didn't you?
No, but Amira loves it.
I just
Amira's a big
couldn't.
Anglophile. She
And
loves
also,
it.
Really?
I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm so goddamn cool. I didn't know about the royal wedding until the Wednesday before. I didn't know it was happening.
I'm with
it
you
was
on that.
so, and I was talking
with
to
you
my
on
wife,
that.
and I was trying to be cool. I was just like, hey, there's all this stuff about in England, someone's getting married. She's like, there's a royal wedding, and I was like, I'm serious. I didn't know it was happening. I don't. Who was getting married?
You
who
shouldn't,
like,
because
I had
some
no
fucking
idea.
medieval function is about to go down. Like, it's a fucking prince, and who gives a shit? Like, it's so fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
And that happened to me. My wife goes, hey, can you record the royal wedding? And I go, yeah, just let me know when it's on. She goes, no, it's on tonight. And I was like, I thought you were going to
No
tell me down
idea
the
what was
road.
going on. So
Yeah.
there's part, and also, has this been happening to you? Sometimes I'll go when I'm at the newsstand, and there's the section, especially the one on Cahuenga, where they have the life and style, us,
Yeah.
so all this stuff. I'm getting very close because the new ones come out on Wednesdays. I've come close, hasn't happened yet. There's going to be a Wednesday where I look at all those covers and I won't recognize
one
anyone.
person.
I won't know I'm so close.
I'm
I'm
really
that out of
close.
touch with
I'm
that
really
world
fucking
now.
close. I'm almost like that. I'm almost like that with.
Who gives a shit?
I have to. It takes me a minute to look at spin. Oh, okay. That's who that is.
Oh, really?
That's who that is. I've not seen their face before. That's who that is.
Yeah.
I always know who's on the cover inked for some reason, the tattoo magazine, and I buy it.
Yeah.
But I don't. I really don't. And I know those magazines, and I'm not trying to be cool either. I just don't want to. I just don't know it. I just don't know what it is.
And I used to know
there's so
everyone.
many fucking celebrities now.
Yes.
There's so many celebrities, and so many of them don't. Who gives a shit? They're just manufactured horse shit. So you're like, I don't know who the fuck that. I just turned to my wife tonight. I go, who's this guy Mariah Carey married? They had a couple of twins. What?
Yeah.
Nick Cannon.
She goes, Nick Cannon. I go, who the fuck is that? She goes, he's like a singer guy. Like, you're supposed to know, because I clicked on the article because it said something about Nick Cannon, and I clicked on it to see who it was. And I was reading the little article. It was about them having a kid, and I was like, when are they going to say who he is? And then I was like, oh no, it's not like a regular news article.
Right, yeah.
And I'm supposed to know who he is already.
But it's two fucking things. It's two fucking things. Well, one thing is that we're old. Number two is everything used to come out of a hole. There was a fucking gumball machine, and the gumballs came out one at a time. Right. And now the gumball machine has been smashed open. Right. Everything's fucking everywhere. Yeah. You were talking about comedy.
Yes.
There's so much of everything. Yeah. You're like, I don't fucking know how to keep track of.
That's what I was saying.
Can you believe how many comedians there are that you don't know?
It's ridiculous. And people that are, again, in the good. Here's the good thing is just based on people's Twitter feeds and the stuff that's getting put up on YouTube now that people are filming themselves. There's just this wave of ridiculous talent that is coming.
Yes.
That is about to break so massively. And at the same time, I am very much aware that if you're in your 40s and you try to keep pace with being young and in your 20s, it looks creepy and sad.
Yeah.
So, I still want to do what I do. I don't want to tour at the pace of a young comedian. And also, I haven't put my finger on it yet, and I'm recording an album in 2 weeks, but it just feels like comedy is a dying form right now, the way that I do it.
No, I get it.
It's frustrating.
You want to know what the answer is?
Oh, dear.
You did comedians of comedy. let's do middle-aged guys of comedy.
Oh, man. Hey. How about a look-see again?
Oh, God.
Nothing sounds worse than that.
Yeah, I know. And we do one gig every 7 months. We do one gig, stay at home.
We all wear our golf clothes.
There's two things I feel like. I agree with you. I think there is an enormous amount of talent, and they're talented quickly, and they're talented, like I said earlier, it was like you make a video, you do some sets at UCB, you're in a Will Ferrell movie, then you end up in a series, and then you're in some sort of development deal. But, and there's no offense, cannot do 45 minutes, let alone a half hour of can't go out and do
Des Moines and blow the roof off.
I was talking to Laura Keitlinger about this. She goes, fuck, you can really do an hour. You did two. We worked together. And she's like, you can really do it. You know, people can't do an hour. I go, I know, but it doesn't matter. I know that I can. I can do an hour, but nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think that, except for with a few exceptions, it feels like we're shifting. It hasn't happened yet. It feels like we're in the dawn of a shift towards a world where people are not going to want to see an hour of comedy ever. Like the idea of going to watch comedy for an hour. The movie business is...
Same guy?
The movie business is flailing, I think, because a lot of people, the next generation coming up are like, 2 hours?
Well...
I'm not watching 2 hours. They need to be shorter, and it's
Here's
weird.
the other thing about the music. Like, because you're on the road and you're in a hotel and you have a Twitter feed, movies are like, hey, fuck Twitter, and also you can get it. No, but you can get it in the booth. You can early, and you can get it in your hotel room. But it's also Twitter feed. Tell a friend, please. Tell a friend that you're fucking working me like an open micer. I actually saw and liked Cedar Rapids. But I heard Ed Helms on something going, we're just trying to tell people about it. It's a fucking movie. We're trying to tell people to go out. We got a couple of theaters. We're trying to get a few more.
Yep.
It's on. So I was in a hotel. I watched it in a hotel. I go, I paid for it. I guess you'll get my money. I liked it. Yeah. It's not a fucking open mic. It's like a bringer. Movies have become a bringer.
Someone pointed
We'll let
this
you
out.
make a movie, but how many people can you bring to it?
Yeah. Can you go and can you be on the bark?
Right?
Yeah. What if movies become bringer movies?
Right? It's a bringer movie.
Wait a minute. No. A lot of movies now are bringer movies. That's what a star is.
Yeah.
This guy can bring this many people, so he gets to make a movie.
Right.
He can bring this many people in. That's why, people make fun of Sly Stallone and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Those guys would be making movies a lot longer than actually because they pull in international audiences.
How do you feel? And I'm very upset about it.
Here we go.
Schwarzenegger being in the next Terminator. That's what they're fucking doing.
Is he just going to be the only Terminator, or is he going to do like a weird cameo?
No, he's one of the stars. They're starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the fucking plan.
Well, how do they look? I think he's aged very gracefully, but he does not have. He now has that old weightlifter kind of barrel orangutan
Like
body.
he's a 70-year-old man.
Are they? He's 70. So they can like justify like, well, we've made a new Terminator and it serves ice cream, so we put an ice cream thing in the middle, and that's it. Like they've got to justify why his torso looks that way.
Yeah.
Well, we've added some things. You know, he's got a. Does ice cream and...
You know what? With this Terminator, we had some extra skin.
Look,
So we threw it in there.
we felt like things that move fast maybe aren't as good as things that move. This one's more contemplative. I don't know what that means. Meaning it's a thinker. What it'll do is he's not going to run after people per se.
Yeah.
We wanted this Terminator to be relatable.
Hey, T800, lift your shirt. Old-fashioned Wurlitzer jukebox. Look at that. Isn't that something? Play, put the Flamingos, I only have eyes for you. He plays any old 50 song you like.
Oh my
Show
God.
him your
right there.
skin pocket.
But again...
Has there ever been an actor? Has there ever been an actor that goes, you know what, man? Thank you, but I love this series. I don't need to be in it. I think that we will shit on this
I'm
thing.
Well,
Sure.
you know what's really weird? I will, in his defense, and he's got a lot of problems, Mel Gibson very publicly said, I'm not going to be in the next Mad Max movie. And he said, unless they call it Fat Max, because I don't look like the Road Warrior anymore.
Right.
And he knows if I put that costume on, it's like looking at Andrew Dice Clay when he has to put his leather on. I'm like, dude, don't put the leather on anymore.
sad.
Just put a suit on. You'd look great.
So sad. Awful.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, it's that. So give him credit where he's like,
Did you go to the Expendables?
Yes.
I watched it in a hotel room. I didn't see it in the theater.
Now, we went because we talked about it here on the podcast. We were both excited that there was just an action movie being made. And obviously, clearly people want it because they went to Fast 5 this weekend, like in fucking boatloads,
I went and saw it.
right?
Yeah.
The Mickey Rourke is melting, but still buff at the same time.
Yeah.
But just his scene and that, like, it's just weird. But all those guys can bring people, like, people are, I think, hungry for some version of that. Wouldn't you say that people are looking, like, so that's why they're like,
Because it's nostalgia. They're hungry for, because when those guys were stars, you only got to go see them in a movie. You didn't get to follow them on Twitter all day. Right. They weren't doing goofy things on Funny or Die.
Right.
You had to wait for a movie. So it's
Are you saying Ray
for
Wilson's accessibility is kicking him in the ass? Is he a detriment to Super? I just saw Ellen Page over at the M Coffee Bar. So is that making it? Is she too accessible? To
Well,
me?
I mean, I'm just saying that it's not so much them. I think people are nostalgic for their time that they were coming up in.
Yes.
In which you waited for an Arnold movie.
Yeah.
You had to wait for it, and you knew that, well, it's not going to be the best movie, but it's going to be wall to wall. You know, they're going to give me my $8 worth. You know, they're not going to.
And a trailer actually was a trailer. Like it was a thing that you only got a glimpse of, and then you had to wait until you saw more of it. There wasn't places to go.
And their whole thing was, we're not showing you anything.
Right. Which they
Here,
shouldn't.
look. He just put a knife in the scabbard. Now you know there's other stuff coming.
Fucking, the shit. Like I the main reason I went to see Fast and the Furious 5, is that what it's called? Was because they
Fast
threw,
5.
Fast 5. They threw those safes behind the cars and they drove them down the road, and I went, yeah, I'll go check that out. Like, I want to see giant safes flying around city streets,
right,
destroying shit, and it was, a good action scene. But for the most part, you saw most of the movie. I was like watching a chase scene, I'm like, oh yeah, this is when he jumps off the roof and goes through the thing. Like, you know everything that's going to happen when you watch a movie. You know all the main parts.
What's the trailer?
Rock?
Yeah.
Is so fucking buffed out
ripped
and
30
roided
pounds,
out.
extra 30 pounds.
Just
The
roided.
Rock is in that?
Yeah, he's like the cop trying
dear.
to catch him. He can't straighten his arms and put them against the side of his body. He just looks like he looks like a lunatic. Like, he just doesn't look human. Like, you're like, dude, if you can't straighten them out or put them against the side of your body, you're a mutant at that point. You're just a fucking weirdo.
What, his back muscles got so big that they basically his arms rest on the.
I think the muscles here, the
He
muscles
had an
on his
industrial
arm-
hanger put into his inside of him, and you could drop a coat on him. He's just a fucking massive.
Okay,
so
so the great thing
creepy.
is, so he's like that. He's always in little t-shirts, and I'm always like, God, fuck, dude, you're creeping me out. But every time he's on screen, he's covered in sweat. He's sweating. Like, no matter what's happening, he comes up and he's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. And you're like, dude, where are you running to? What's happening right now? Did you just work out?
They keep trying to move the movie from me. I'm not actually in this. But Faster was so bad that I just ran to the set of Fast 5. I'm trying to make people forget Fast 5 from Faster. So I just ran here. I roided. I'm here. People like me. I was really funny on fucking Saturday Night Live. I'm hilarious.
There's a great article now on Cracked.com, which is, and the guy's not trying to be funny. He goes, I can't tell if movies are being serious anymore. I can't tell whether they're being ironic or being serious or being so serious that you're supposed to take it ironically or being like
because they're so bad.
Well, no, or is it they're bad and they realized it was going to be bad halfway through, so they went for the ironic bad.
Right.
There's we're so meta now. There's no way to enjoy anything.
I was saying this the other day. Some of this shit is so fucking smug that I'm like, your fucking movie hates me.
Yeah.
Your movie has so much contempt for me. Your fucking half Jason Reitman, half Robert Rodriguez movie fucking hates me. Fuck you. It's almost like there's bands like that where I go, you have contempt for your listener. It's all like Pitchfork Nation, where it's like, it's not that I
don't you dare be sincere in what you're doing. Don't even risk it
at all.
Yeah,
and yet come enjoy this. Like, it's hard to, like, at some point you have to fucking tell a story and have something happen to somebody. Good, bad, or indifferent. You have to tell some kind of story that has some value so that people go, oh, I remember feeling like that's all it is just a replication of your feelings. Yeah. But don't you feel that way?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hollywood, that's why I just find myself watching a lot of foreign movies now. I think Hollywood movies are, I don't even know what's going on right now. I don't know what you want me to do.
I mean, because, when you become a dad and sleep becomes this precious commodity.
Oh, Jesus.
So the idea of just going out and going to see movies, those 2 hours, you could be doing something else. Mm-hmm. And it's also a symptom of, you remember me, I used to see every goddamn movie ever. And I think once you go through that for about 10 years, I can watch a trailer now and go, oh no, I know what this is going to be. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't going to have any surprises.
Right.
Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't get it up to go see anything.
I knew that the Fast and Furious 5 wouldn't have any surprises, be anything, but I was literally like, I'm so fucking tired, and I don't want to sleep. I've had too much caffeine, and I can't function. I can't do anything, so I guess I'll just go to a movie. That's pretty much how it happened, and I just sat there, and I was like, yeah, there's Vin Diesel. I wonder if he'll smile. We're past the hour mark, no smile. Oh, come on, buddy, smile.
We all went and saw the Mechanic movie, and I was fidgeting. The idea of sitting there for 2 hours because I hadn't seen a movie in so long.
Well, we were all texting
but also the movie didn't do anything.
It was terrible.
They did not have
I watched
single.
it the other night in a hotel.
That movie felt like being stuck with someone telling the longest, most boring story.
Yes.
And every now and then, because they see that you're drifting, they'll go, boom! Just to make you kind of look over it, and you're like, the fuck are you doing? But then, the 4 green peppers I bought, it turned out I only got 3. You're like, yeah. Boom! What is happening? You're telling me the story, then you're yelling at me.
That's how Limitless was. Limitless. Jesus,
really?
Fucking, what are you doing? Limitless was like, hey, we got an interesting idea. And we're going to do everything you'd expect. Wait a minute. Why?
Here's a great idea.
No, trust me. This idea is awesome. Now everything you've seen before is going to happen.
Yeah.
It drove me insane.
Yeah. Attack of the Hobo Tang, though, I think is going to be good. I feel like I haven't seen Skin Pockets. I haven't seen.
They're giving out oranges when you go to see it.
I think if you do a Hobotang movie, it shouldn't be that the Hobotangs are attacking. It's literally a virus in the air that is turning everyone into Hobotangs. Even our hero, who has to fight the urge to constantly just like he's in a restaurant and then suddenly. Why do I want to take all the sweet and lows off the table? Oh God, I'm hobotanging.
Oh my God.
I'm hobotanging. Like he has to keep.
It happens in Florida, right?
Yeah. Do it crank style where he has to keep like shocking himself to unhobotang himself to get something done.
It's so fucking
like he has to.
Yeah. It takes place. I think it should take place in a world like Florida, but is also you know what I mean. Like it should be an amalgam. It should be one of those places that's like it's got its own
like
village.
Edward Scissorhands kind of thing.
A little bit. It's got its own village. You know what I mean? It's its own people. It's a little bit like V too. Like and then there's friendly. Are there friendly hobotang? Are there people that can turn?
And then at the end, you it's revealed that there's a wall and it's just a scientific experiment.
That's right. That's right. And there's filmmakers outside of it.
Or we pull back and it's a bald fat guy and he's imagining 7 hobotangs living in his head and he has to defeat them like in that movie Identity. Yes. Basically, it was.
I love that.
It's Die Hard inside of a lunatic's head.
Yeah.
Right, but he's also explaining to M. Night Shyamalan. See, this is why this won't work. Because people aren't so fucking stupid, it's insane. Do you get that? You had 2 good shots. I liked Unbreakable.
I loved Unbreakable. Loved Unbreakable. Why? You know what? Here's the one good thing. I don't wish his kind of career on anyone. He's got to be miserable. But the one good thing is, if he keeps going the way he's going, he may have to go revisit Unbreakable and do the trilogy and hope that,
Yeah, but he'll do it so bad because now he's just shooting first drafts.
Yeah, now he's out of his mind.
Let's be honest.
There's another podcast called How Did This Get Made, and they talk about bad movies, but they always take it on the angle of, but we love these movies because there's passion in them. They talk about Drive Angry and Battlefield Earth. Someone really believed in this thing.
Sure.
And the one episode where they actually, at the end of it is where they just go, you know what? There's no reason to go see this. And it was Last Airbender, and they tried every way they could to go, it's worth seeing, and they get to the end, they're like, oh God, I don't know what is happening. This is awful.
Can't do it, right?
Yeah,
I saw it.
You saw Last Airbender?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
I'm so fascinated with his movies. Yeah, I went. Me and Josh Olson, the writer of History of Violence, we went to see it at the ArcLight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard it's almost impossible to watch, like, visually because it's so dark and muddy. The way these guys talk, they said it's literally painful to look at.
You don't. Yeah, it's terrible to look at. Everything about it is just fucking bad. It's just bad. It's just an amazingly bad movie.
You know, Greg, on an earlier episode of this podcast, you talked about the Rolling Stone article with Sammy Hagar talking, which was one of the best things I've read in a long time.
Yeah.
That was fascinating.
I hear the book's amazing.
I got to get the book.
I hear the book. The Sammy Hagar biography is supposed to be amazing. Guy told me last night he wouldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah, you go get the book, The Man Who Heard Voices, which is this guy, the sports writer in Philadelphia, follows M. Night Shyamalan while he's making Lady in the Water, and then read that book and then go watch Lady in the Water. It is one of the best experiences.
Really?
I
love shit like that.
Who is M. Night Shyamalan? He asked him at one point. Some days he's Clark Kent, some days he's Superman. What? Sorry, what? And when you the chapter where you hear how he makes his assistant deliver the script to Disney to read, that chapter alone puts most tales of rock and roll excess to shame. How he makes this woman deliver the script to Disney. When you read it, you go, "Oh, he's crazy."
Patton Oswalt. What did you?
That's it, Patton Oswalt.
What have done?
the great American gas bag. Thanks for.
I wonder how many Patton fans go. I tried, man.
Oh,
I tried.
99%.
He fucking talks. I mean, 99%. I guess what he says, he says this is the worst podcast ever.
I've seen people every once in a while on Facebook or whatever be like, "I found your podcast through Patton Oswalt." And then period, and the next sentence, I've also put 35 needles into my stomach. Fair enough.
You guys have created a home for the people that the disenfranchised ostracized. Like,
yes.
The people that are already on the outs, the people that they won't hang out with, that's where they find you guys.
Yeah.
My dad's a chair. I'm sorry, what? Please love me. And yet they are the sweetest.
Last night I killed an ox and I slept inside of it. I also enjoy your podcast.
I do like that they like each other. They've become friends.
Yeah.
That
they're establishing a community.
It's actually a community of people, and they've all become friends.
I know the cuddlers.
And then every once in a while, somebody goes, "We're all going to die together, right?" No, that's not the point, guys. Some of this is just a joke. Let's kill Greg first. No, click, 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 click. Delete profile. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to send my notes back to Will Anderson, and we'll send them back to the lab. I mean, we should probably just keep you guys separated from the basic population. The other orangutans. There
will be a quarantine.
Yeah, they're building tools now and stuff like that, and they're doing agriculture. You guys, you're fine in the closet.
Yeah,
because it's just fun.
Oh yeah, no, those guys are like that. For us, this podcast is the only thing we have left. For those guys, it's like a weird thing they do later.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, we got to do. What is that thing we got to do? Hang on, let me step over my money. I'm massive. I'd be popular just by having my own face, says Will Anderson.
Yeah. Although you also realize there is a sliver of Australia that they only know America through this podcast because of
and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, that's what, you know what Americans are like.
Oh, yeah.
All they talk about is rape and feces.
Yeah.
Well, no,
They're
but
horrible.
I also think that we are evidence of the falling of the crumbling empire. Like we are total. They're like, oh, no, trust me.
Oh, no, it's horrible.
Listen to Walking the Room. This is happening everywhere. It's just not.
Great would it be if the Earth was destroyed and for some crazy reason the only thing that an alien race was able to pull out in 1,000 years was this podcast.
They would create time travel technology to go to the beginning of the first crustacean that crawled out of the ocean that formed us and just immediately make sure none of this happened.
This does not turn out
this
well.
was a horrible dead end.
Oh God!
yeah.
No reason.
They look at it though and go like this one. I wonder if this one's Hobotang. Crunch. Right? Quick wrap.
Patton Oswalt, the Great American Gas Bag, has been our guest, and I'm Dave Anthony. This is
Our
Greg Grant.
fucking
You can
guest.
go
What
to
do you call-
Walking the
what do you-
Room
what do
at
you-
gmail.com.
what
You
do
can go to
what do you-
Walking Room at Facebook. You can go to Walking Room at Twitter.
Shut
Walking
up.
Room at Tumblr. And did you have anything else to say? You
What do you
fucking
call
cocksucker?
what do you call people that have money and they bestow it upon the arts? What do you call those people?
Patrons.
He's fucking been a patron of our show.
Glitter done.
Glitter done.